let's see what joyous fun we can get into today using just 8 mods and building out little towns all over this beautiful map. Today we are completing the 4th town in this series. Each town focuses on a different DLC. We are diving into the Industries DLC and we decided to focus on building a forestry town for this town 4, and today we are going to complete it. Let's get started. First, let's do a little checkup and see how our forestry industry is doing. This is great. Okay, that's balancing really nicely. All right, so we lost all of our detailing due to the updates, or all the trees at least. So I'm gonna do a lot of stuff off camera today with redetailing stuff that we already did in the past. But what I didn't do before is bring this trade university to life with lots of detailing and fill in this area. So that's where I'm going to focus first today and just see what kind of naturally comes about. Haven't done any pre-planning for this, as I really need to spend a lot of time today working off camera to put back all of the trees that disappeared. I already did some before we started, but thus is the way of Cities Skylines and updates, and that's okay because other than that, was able to get into my save straight away. So that is awesome. Thank you, modding community. All right, I love these apartment buildings. These were from the Heart of Korea. And I really think people are sleeping on the Heart of Korea residential. Even though it's low density residential, it comes in as a nice mid-rise, and some of the buildings in this are just really great for modern apartment buildings. I really love the look of these. So if you haven't played around with those, don't sleep on them. There are some great assets. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of complete this whole street. We've done a little bit of a main street at the top of this street. And then, of course, we did these apartment buildings right next to our trade university. So I just want to complete this street first, and then we'll move into some detailing in this area. Well, I ended up just getting right into the detailing. Sometimes it works like that. But that's okay. All right, I do want to have a little bit of commercial on this side again, just to kind of complete the buildings along this kind of main street. On the opposite side is where our suburban neighborhood starts. So I like having the fencing there, and then it also helps with the traffic on the street because essentially we're just having things on one side of the street. What could we put here? I know I don't want another one of these. Maybe we'll just do a 2x2 on the corner or something. Yeah, we don't need 2 fry guys next to each other. Let's just, let's grab that vanilla 2x2. This building is great. I recently rediscovered this little 2x2. Jukaboa used it in one of his videos recently, and I was like, that is a cute building. Why have I not been using that one? So kind of my new favorite vanilla 2x2. All right, we've got a lot of houses that kind of creeped in. We were using Find It and making things historical to just have the university buildings in this area. It really fit the aesthetics of this town very well. So what I want to do is kind of go through, remove the ones that have accidentally creeped in, put back in the right ones, and just fix that. So let me do that real quick. Okay, I decided this little spot right across from our high school is actually the perfect place to use some of these brand new little park assets that we just got. I think they're adorable and I really like mixing them together like this. They just make great little community parks now. Okay, now that I did that park, I'm just gonna go ahead and replant some trees now. Let's just get this redetailed while we're here and get this looking all cute again. Speaking of roundabouts, if you're not following Fast Forward, I don't know what you're doing with your life, please go sub. He designed the cutest roundabout in his last video, and he designed this whole entire other area too, but the thing I was like so enthralled with is the adorable little roundabout he did. So cute. Really impressive detailing skills. You guys know I keep it pretty basic here, pretty vanilla, keep it simple but pretty, but he does some amazing micro detailing with props and just really great. So go sub to Fast Forward, check him out. And he's one of our guests in our upcoming brand new project. The Skyline 6 is coming back for the summer. That's going to be this upcoming Sunday on Jukaboa's channel at our usual old time. So Sky Day is back, which is really exciting. So that'll be fun. All right, so for our university, I do want to bring in a lot of detailing in this area. It is a campus university, so it doesn't need to be too fancy, but I do want it to feel landscaped. I see these buildings snuck in here. Let's fix this quick. And we got that detailing done. Okay, on the back side of our soccer stadium here, I just wanted to a lot of overgrowth. On the back side of the stadium, we just primarily have industrial traffic coming from behind here. So I just want to do a lot of vegetation along this road. Okay, being that we are near the stadium, I think it'd be really fun to play with the sidewalk cafes we just recently got. So I think I'm going to do 2 of them, one on either side, and then that will just help pull this side of our trade university and soccer stadium together. So I think this is going to end up looking really cute. Okay, and as you know, in this series, I'm just playing with 8 mods, and Prop Line Tool is one of the mods, but that has now been replaced with this Line Tool, which is really intuitive, and I really like the options of the spacing of the bushes. That's not something that we had with the Prop Line Tool, so I really appreciate that now I can make all my hedges a little faster, which is really fun. So I'm excited to use this tool more, get better with it, get more used to it, but so far I'm really liking it. So I would say if you were using the Prop Line Tool, get the Line Tool. It's definitely an improvement. And again, big shout out to all the modders in our community. Even though I play Mod Lite, the few that I do use, I don't know what I would do without. It really makes the game more enjoyable to play. Okay, on this side of the street over here, you know, we've got a bit of noise from the stadium. We've got our industry area just to the other side. So I think a few little shopping buildings would actually fit. Like a few shops back here would actually do really well. So I'm going to let these grow in and then we'll do some detailing around them. Okay, I've heard that a couple people aren't stoked on the tourist park asset. There's this one that looks like a little farmer's kind of market or stalls, which is really cool. But there is this one with just the one building, and you could really see that being a visitor center or an info booth or a ticket office. Like, I do think it really gives that, because we're always using either different little props or the building that we get with park life and things like that. So it is nice to have some new options, and I think it fits well. And definitely, like, even with like a sports stadium, like you could definitely see it could be like a ticketing office or something. So again, even though it's called a little tourist park and it says souvenirs on it, remember, like, we can use buildings if we want to in this game, which is so great, and we can just be creative. So I actually love all three tourist park buildings. I think that they're gonna be really handy in the way that I approach building. Okay, let's throw in a few of the Heart of Korea apartment buildings back here, and then we'll do some final detailing around our trade school university. Okay, this is looking great. I love how lush and green this is, yet we do have a little bit of kind of purposeful landscaping as well, which I really like. And traffic is flowing really nicely as well through the area. So this is making me really happy. Okay, right here next to the entrance of our forestry industry and backing up to our trade school, I want to use one of the new buildings that we got. It is the museum that came with the park life, the new museum building that we got in the nature reserve. And I just kind of want to make it its own little standalone place. Maybe it's a museum with an ode to the forestry industry, like a learning center. You would go on field trips with the school and whatnot. And it's also perfect proximity because we're right across the street from the high school as well. And we're close to all of our transit and to the forestry industry. So I think it'll be like a really fun little thing to do it as its own building and see it as a place where you can go learn about the history of this town and the forestry industry that gives it its life. So I think this will be really fun. And this new building, I think it's really pretty. It's got like these nice outdoor seating under the porch here. I just think it's such a well-detailed building. I love that the roof has like the log detail on top. It's just really nice. Okay, let's bring some detailing in and make this really feel like its own special little place. Okay, it's really important to me that I don't block the view of the building. First of all, the building is really beautiful, the front of the building, and I want people to be able to see it from the street. So I'm just going to do a little bit of trees in the corners here and keep the view open so that way the building is highlighted. Let's grab a little walk through everything that we just did and detailed up. Wow, she's going up far away. She's going to the train station. She's going over to our Green Cities DLC focus town. Noobtopia. But let's see which way she takes here. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, you are taking a lovely scenic route. Wow, I love how this came out. I think this is great. And yeah, look at these Heart of Korea buildings. They're really, really nice. I really like them. Oh, I think she's going to the bus stop. Well, maybe we should take the bus around town then. Okay, where is the bus? Oh, you're right here. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's take a little bus ride. Look at all the cyclists. That's what's really fun too. If you have a lot of bike lanes, that's great. I do that a lot in my cities, but what I did in this town is I kind of made one specific bike route through town. It does connect in a few spots, but it's also nice because then you really get to enjoy seeing all the bikers like in a big group together, because they will prefer, of course, the bike lanes, which is great. I think this came out really, really nicely. I was trying to figure out why the bus went around that roundabout, and it's because that was there, so that works out really well. Okay, now that we have the new industrial evolution, I can finish this area, which I'm so excited about. So I've gone ahead and moved our recycle center. I had it on the edge here because we're gonna put a warehouse here. We're just gonna put some commercial zone goods here, because even though the forestry, it takes the paper and the plain timber, everything's really close by. So we've done that purposely. And I've done some zoning. I've put the industrial revolution here, or evolution. So I'm just gonna let this build up, let everything fill in, and then we'll do some detailing around these buildings. I am gonna let the buildings get up to level 2. This area, the brick buildings don't feel right, but kind of the more plain buildings of level 2 actually I think will really look good with the buildings that we already have here. And then of course I'm putting in a few offices as well, but I think this is going to end up looking really nice. Okay, it looks like we still have a brick building or two that needs to level up over there. We'll let that happen, but I think this whole area turned out really great. Okay, we can't leave our town like this. It is not finished. We've got this harsh line right here, plus we need more workers. So let's go ahead and do a road layout on this side of our town. We'll bring in some European suburbia. I think that'll look really nice, and we'll just do a nice suburban area over here, maybe some commercial as well, but let's see what develops. Okay, before I get too ahead of myself, let's actually grab our small 4-lane road, because I think where we're connecting up with our collector, I think these roads are just calling out to be kind of seen as more main roads through this area. So I'm gonna fix this here. Let's just bring this in. And then, yeah, let's just do the, let's do the trees in the middle. So again, we're going to do the 3 different types of road in this neighborhood. We're going to do this just nicely tree-lined street. We're definitely going to do a bike route through this area, and then we'll also just do some regular roads so that there are some opportunities for parking as well. So let's get all that put in, and then we can let things start getting zoned up. I got ahead of myself with putting in the zoning on the dirt roads. Okay, let's take our dedicated bike path and make some connections This is going to be really great. And then we're just going to get, yeah, I like how our bike road is coming through this area. This makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and make this connect up as well. That is great. And then we'll bring our bike road through here. It'll connect to our bike network there. And then we will fix this up. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, let's put in a lot of walking paths to connect all these cul-de-sacs I created. Cul-de-sacs really made sense to this area for me. I usually don't do them very often, but we'll put in lots of paths and lots of connectivity. And this is going to be a low density neighborhood in any case. Okay, I've deleted our original bus and I'm putting in a new bus. We will have mirroring routes, so we'll have one bus going in one direction, one bus going in the other direction. So I'm just crisscrossing through town to make sure that we kind of hit every couple of blocks, so it's really easy to walk to public transit whenever you need to. So I think this is going to work. I definitely want to have our stop near the forestry industry entrance for people going to work. And I think we'll just creep back up this way somehow. Yeah, I think this works. And then we'll go up our main road. And then we can just complete the line. Add one more stop here. Okay, good. Okay, let's just mirror this on the other side and we'll make sure to hit the other side of our park as we come down here. I think that's going to make the most sense. Or should we just come down the middle? Maybe we'll come down the middle. Yeah, I think that'll work. It's still really easy to walk to the bus through that neighborhood. Okay, and then we'll just bring this. We'll hit all of these other stops. I think this is gonna be great. Okay, now we can let things start developing, and we've got really good demand too, so I think we'll be able to fill in this area fairly quickly. So I'm just going to let all this fill in and just zone section by section, kind of following our demand bars a little bit as I grow out this suburban neighborhood here. Okay, I've kind of decided to make a little secondary main street. We have our main part in town near the train station. That's where our main commercial is, but I thought it might be nice to bring in just kind of a little commercial hub through this area as well. So I'm giving our buses somewhere cute to go here. I think this is gonna bring some nice detailing opportunities as well. And I'm just gonna keep letting everything zone in till we get this whole neighborhood filled out. Okay, things are coming along really nicely. Things are starting to fill out. Now, you guys normally know I hand place all of my trees. I don't use this copy paste option from Move It frequently, but I thought in this case it would just make sense to kind of go with the trees that were already in this area and just kind of help with this bordering this side of our town. So this is a really handy way to just kind of get some more trees in your area if you want to without having to hand place them all. Of course, there's forest brush and things like that as well, but I really kind of just wanted to go with the pattern of trees that were already in this area. So yeah, I think that looks really nice. Okay, we've got a bit more zoning to fill in. We've got the demand for it. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this neighborhood filled in, and then we can detail it. Okay, I know I keep talking about these Heart of Korea buildings, but how cute is this? And there's a little laundry on the roof hanging out. I just think these are and it's low density, so it's great, but it also looks like a mid-rise. I just love these buildings. I think they're fantastic. Okay, that was a lot, but this is looking fantastic. I am so happy with how this turned out. Like, really, such a cool town, but we're not done yet. So I was watching Cities by Steven's most recent video, and I saw him using this park, and I do love it when this content creator pack from Bad Peanut came out. This kind of neighborhood four-way baseball diamond park, I was like, this is great because it's got little walking paths attached to it, and it's just like such a good community baseball field. And we've had so much new stuff came out. I saw Steven use it, and I was like, oh yeah, there are the little park sports things that we got as well. Sometimes you forget with how much stuff we now have. But I thought it'd be really fun to kind of put this out here and then take advantage of these three little farming zones that we have here and actually bring in a little bit of farming and just a sprinkling of little houses back here. And I really think it'll help bring the town all together. So just kind of create a real rural area here in between the highway and the other side of our forestry industry area. So let me see what I can put together here. Just want to put something together really easy, really cute, and very simple. The industry DLCs are great, and we're definitely going to do a town based on the farming industry DLC for sure. But I think it's also good to remember how cute the little farming buildings are that are in just the farming zoned industry. And I think they're just so cute, like the little barns, little farms, and they're perfect for a build like this where you don't want to have to deal with painting in the area of the DLC and having a main building and all of that. If you just want little pockets of little farming buildings and farmlands like this on your map, I think it's such a great opportunity to take advantage of that. And they just look so cute. I'm doing European suburbia out here too, and just sprinkling a couple little homes here and there in this rural area. Okay, I did a bunch more detailing off camera that was missing, so finished all that, and then I added the last two forestry industry buildings. So we have our maintenance building here, which I think turned out really well, and then I've got our pedestrian road and our bike road, or our bike road, and then a little pedestrian connection there, and then the workers barracks. I think these are my favorite workers barracks of the Industries DLC. I just love that all the little homes are connected onto this like walking plank. I don't know. I just feel like this is such a really beautiful asset and could be used in so many different creative ways. All right, well, here we go. This is the town. We are finished with our Industries DLC forestry focus. This is town number 4. This is so exciting, and that means we get to start town number 5 next time. Okay, some exciting announcements. If you missed it, Skyline 6 is back starting next Sunday on Jukaboa's channel at 12:30 Eastern. Come join the City of Friends Discord if you want to stay on top of all the news and updates. We have some amazing guest builders that have joined us. You can check out the community post on my channel that I posted yesterday for more details. So excited about that. But yeah, come join the City of Friends Discord. Hang out with us. Be a part of the community. It's a really fun place to hang out. Also, I have channel memberships now. There are 10 videos there for you to enjoy, and I drop a new one every Friday. So if you like to support what I'm creating, feel free to join the memberships. If not, that's totally okay. I just love all of the comments that you leave me and the support and just the enthusiasm you have around my projects. It means a lot to me. So you can always hit a thumbs up or subscribe. Some things I hardly ever say in my videos, but just in case, I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.